What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV.
She said yes, and I said wow. She said when, and I said how about it right now, love? Can't wait. Then I asked if she believed in fate, and she said yes. The days flew by just like a fast train, and nothing else has been on my brain except the thought of how she makes me the man I wanna be. She's the one I.
Yeah, I remember that song, Chad Brock. I think it came out in 2000. Well, I know the song came out in 2000. I don't know when it was uploaded on YouTube. Chad Brock used to be a wrestler for WCW back in the 90s. I think he had like a knee injury or something. And he came out and started a music career. He had a hit song back in 2000. She said yes. But I don't know. That song just popped in my head for some reason when I'm thinking about this situation with Tim Scott. So you may recall the last days of Tim Scott's pathetic campaign for the presidency. He was polling 1% in the polls, donor money drying up. So, the one issue that was dogging him was supposedly this feigned concern that he didn't have a girlfriend. Well, why we never seen this man with a girlfriend? To me, that was just a smokescreen, a made-up excuse for the real. Sort of like how you had Democrats in 2008 who were Hillary Clinton supporters who made up an excuse for why they didn't want to vote for Barack Obama. There was these Democrats. I would vividly remember it. There was these Democrats who said, well, we can't vote for him, because he doesn't have enough experience. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton, everybody kept saying she had 30-something years of experience. She wasn't elected to shit until she became a senator in 2000. Well, elected in 2000, her term began in 2001. So really, she only had 7 years of legislative experience. A little bit more than Barack Obama. But they made it out like she had this whole career just because she was the wife of Bill Clinton. They made up a career. And Donald Trump had no political experience. But for Barack Obama, that was just a smokescreen. I suspect that it was something else. Because a lot of those people all of a sudden said, well, I think I'm going to vote for McCain now. Oh, no, I think it's something else. I think it's another major reason why you're not voting for Barack Obama. And I think it's only skin deep. Same thing with Tim Scott. Tim, they're not going to vote for you because you're black. They don't want someone like you in that position of power. It's just the facts, bro. People can lie all they want to, act like they don't see it. The pattern is there. Every time there's a black man that's running for president, there's always some scandal or something, some bullshit excuse they make. Whether it was, Ben Carson. Well, I don't know if he doesn't have any. See, they couldn't use the experience angle, right? Because Trump didn't have any experience. So they said, well, I don't trust his knowledge of foreign affairs, domestic issues. But yeah, he has. But I don't trust his foreign policy experience. What the fuck was that excuse is that? But you voted for George W. Bush? What if he didn't know the names of leaders? He couldn't tell you what certain countries were. Then Herman Cain, he had momentum, the big Mo, and then all of a sudden you seen these fat Miss Piggy bitches come out and claim that he did this and touched them inappropriately and all this, and they just disappeared. Alan Keyes just had never had no traction, so they didn't have to pull that with Alan Keyes. But we really look at those debates though. The Alan Keyes ran, especially 1996, and I think he was in when did Alan Keyes run? 1996 and maybe 2000. When we really look at those debates, Alan Keyes was the most qualified candidate. If you really talk about conservatism and knowledge of the Constitution and all that, and government, Alan Keyes was the most knowledgeable. He was the most intelligent. But the problem was, Alan Keyes was blacker than fucking Ace of Spades. And that's the problem. And you know why I'm talking like this? Because I know those types of voters. They're racist. They're racist as fuck. Most of them in the GOP. Not to say that they're not racist on the left, but they look at race a little bit differently. That's another video for another day. So Tim Scott, I'll get to the point in a minute. I just had to get all this stuff off my chest. He made up this fake relationship with this woman named Mindy Noish. They weren't buying it, so his campaign ended. But now, Tim Scott is angling for the vice presidency. He sees Trump as his path to his career. That's why he's running around Trump like a lackey, like a lapdog, with no shame whatsoever. That's why he had that staged scene where he's on the beach and he's proposing to her on bended knee. You know what I'm saying? And she said yes on his Instagram. Oh, you fake. Who took the photo? One of your white handlers? So now, he wants to end that. Well, in his mind, now I've settled the issue with, them thinking that I'm gay. Now I have a fiance. I have this fiance who I've talked into acting like she's my girlfriend, my beard. That woman don't have you can just look at them. Do they even look like they're a couple? Like when they stand next to each other, maybe it's just me. When they stand next to each other in public, they don't even look like they have any chemistry. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, you can tell they're fucking each other. Same thing with Laura Bush and George W. Bush. You can tell they're fucking each other. Tim Scott and Mindy Noish, I'm more inclined to think that Tim Scott would go, ew, if he saw her vagina. That's just me. But at the end of the day, it's not going to work, Tim. That's not the reason why they're not going to vote for you, bro. Even with the vice presidency, if you somehow got nominated, even though I don't see what the hell you add to the ticket, you're from a state that Trump's going to win anyway. Some people argue that you might help with the black male vote because there's more black men who are breaking away from the Democratic Party and voting Republican. But I don't see that. I don't think that's a credible enough reason for them to nominate you. Because for the core voters, the Republican voters, in their mind, your black ass would be a heartbeat away, a 78-year-old heartbeat away from the presidency for a 4-year span. And in their mind, that's too large a burden, too large a risk, I should say, to take. So they're not going, no matter how much you kiss this man's ass, you're not going to get the vice presidency. At best, I can see you getting some cabinet position, and not even the most lucrative. You're not going to be Secretary of State. You're not going to be Chief of Staff. Maybe you might get an ambassadorship to Norway or some shit. You'll love that. Or Sweden. Long as it's not one of those black countries, Mr. President, Mr. Trump. I don't like those people. Man, oh man. Maybe I shouldn't have recorded this video. Hey, can you imagine, that scene almost kind of looked like the scene, looks like a little bit to me too. The ending of that one heartbeat video by Smokey Robinson. You're one heartbeat. I want to be one heartbeat away from the presidency. Double feeble fobble feeble fobble. A fobble deeble dooble. Ebony eyes. No. Ivory eyes. Oh my. I need you to pretend to be my girlfriend. The fobble deeble. Ebony eyes. Ivory eyes, oh my, a feeble double booble. I need you, ivory eyes, oh my. I will be here.